Wait a minute. Time out. Time out. Got to make it official. There we go. What the heck was I thinking? Now we're live. What's going on, everybody? JT here in the studio with you again for another edition of Studio 10-4 Live, the weekly update. And coming to you live from the Pacific Northwest up here, and it's a little bit cooler than it has been all day today. It's been cold. So fall has fallen. Winter is probably just right around the corner. So I have no doubts that we're going to be seeing a lot of winter weather here. I had an early prediction of winter weather coming in early this year, and I think it's going to be the same as it was last year. More snow, more rain, a lot of the same. So given the weather today out here, cold as it was, man, and it still is getting colder, probably be in the low 30s, high 20s tonight. Man, fired the wood burning stoves fired up. Had the first fire. Oh shoot, just a little over a week ago, and it's been going ever since. Once you light that thing, it just never stops. So, hey, what's going on, everybody? So far tuned in. Oscar, what's going on? Oscar Velasquez, Tim Sieben, what's up, Siebes? Dan the man, of course. Kelly, how are you? One of two Kellys that I like in the world. Jeff Patello, what's going on? And Pete Henderson, of course, first guy in every time. If there's ever going to be an award at the Studio 10-4 Live for the guy that tunes in first, Pete, you're the man. You definitely are walking away with that one. Dolores back again. Nice to have you, Dolores. Shannon, Bruce, Aaron. All of a sudden, boom! It just the screen exploded. So, man, that's cool. Way to go, guys. Yeah, so happy fall, happy change of the season. Our environment's just going through a new phase, new look. Does it every year, but it's just nice that we're here to be witness to it and hopefully enjoy it. So nice to have all you guys in here as well. We had a couple of things planned for today's show. Actually had plan A and then plan A. How's that? I don't know. Anyway, as it turns out, due to schedules, it didn't happen. So that's okay, though. You guys get me for a little while, and I'll talk to you about what we're going to do next week, which next week's going to be a special show. I'll be traveling Thanksgiving Eve. So we'll be doing our Thanksgiving Eve pre-Eve show next week. And hopefully it'll work out because we haven't had our cover truck show yet. In fact, I haven't even gotten my magazines for this month yet. So we're way ahead. And Jeff, if I didn't catch you and say howdy, I'm saying it now. And Jeff, private message me because I don't think I have your email. Let me see if I do here. Jeff Patello, everybody. Patello Custom Trucks. Hanging in the show, and Jeff's a regular. He's here all the time. I'm going to look real quick, Jeff, and see if I've got your email. I do not. So, oh, never mind. I do. Look for an email from me, Jeff, and you'll know what to do when you get it. Let me send that over to you. Bada bing. And I've got the screen blacked out right now, so I can't see anything. I can't see you guys. So give me a second to send this to Jeff. There he is. Perfect. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, I love it. Yada, yada, yada. That's the war cry from Seinfeld. You know about yada? Anyway, we're doing something a little different. And if I send you a link, first of all, I'll ask you for your email. If I send you a link, it's not a guarantee that you're going to get in. It's a possibility, but we'll see what happens. So here's what we came up with. I want to do kind of a random come on in. Let's bring you in as a guest of Studio 10-4 Live. And I'm looking for that, story, the interesting, different, unique, and maybe even just a, hey, how's it going? Honestly, I mean, it could just be a couple of friends getting together and chatting, and that could turn out to be a lot of fun. So I know a lot of you guys that are in here personally I've met, and others I just haven't met yet. So we'll get to that somewhere down the line, I hope, and we can make the connection. But um, it's the random show, and that's kind of where we're ending up today because of our guests not being able to be here. Number one guest that couldn't make it tonight is Bert Green and Lisa. They couldn't make it. Bert's on the road. He's working, man. So on his way to Wisconsin, and plan A, B, double A. He's busy too. So we'll get all of them next week, I hope. Bert's tough, man. That man's working. So you gotta turn the wheels to pay the bills. So he's doing it. Aaron, yeah, nice meeting you too at the show. Bobtail Apparel, man, that's always a good one. You know what? That shows kind of our besides trucking for kids, it's kind of become our home court show. It's a West Coast thing, and people are there to kick back, have fun, enjoy themselves for a weekend, bring their trucks along, and everybody's friendly and just hangs out and has a good time. Miss Julia has just tuned in. Hello, honey. Good to have you on the show. Everybody, Miss Julia. Everybody, say hi to Miss Julia. She's in there too. And Jean Asugi, Asugi, I think is proper pronunciation. It's all Dan's car's fault for pronouncing it the wrong way, and I just thought that's how it was done. But anyway, I blame it on the Ford. It's all the Ford's fault. Gene, I hope you're doing well and good to have you on the show as always. Yeah, there's a lot of folks that show up at different shows you get to meet, and some, I'll tell you, and this happens more than anything, is folks, and Bobtail was just incredible for this. I can't tell you how many people came up and said hi and how you doing, and look, you know what, I might not know you. That's a given. And a lot of us, Dan, Shan, same thing. We all are faced with the same unfortunate but blessed dilemma, and that is that so many of you know us and we don't know you. So we try very hard to make sure that we get to meet you and that we develop a personal relationship and get to know one another. And doing what we do, especially having a booth with a table or tables and magazines and posters and all the different cool 10-4 swag, t-shirts, hats, and everything else. It certainly makes for a great place to hang out and talk 10-4 and get to know one another. I see Jeff Botello in the green room. Jeff, what I would recommend is two things. Wipe off your camera screen, lens, whatever you got going on with a rag, and get that light that's behind you out from behind you, because you're a big glare, and that might just be the sky behind you. I don't know. Yeah, I got that belly there. I could see that. Wiping his phone off with his t-shirt. I thought that's funny. Cody Davis, what's going on, man? Mr. Cody Davis back on the road again, I hope. I'd love to hear the part two of that. So, Cody, you could be a candidate for today. Cody, of course, cover trucker here at 10-4 Magazine. I'm going to reach out to Cody as well. So, Cody, expect an email from me. I'm looking for your information right now. There it is, Cody Davis. Look at you. And of course, it figures. Hey, Cody, text me your email. So I have that, and I'm going to send you something, and maybe we'll be talking here about what you got going on. which is a brand new mill on that truck and rolling down the road in it. So um, Jeff's hanging out over here. I'm going to bring Jeff in. Jeff, get ready, get set. What's going on, man?
Just another day in paradise, John. You know it is.
Yeah, yeah, I do know how it is, man. Absolutely. Now, are you down there? You're down in California at your place, right?
Yep.
What do you guys got going on
Yeah.
down there? Decent weather?
You know what? It's cold in the morning, cold in the evenings, real nice in the day, 75, 78 degrees, and
Uh,
staying busy with the trucks. I mean, surprisingly, we've actually started a new gig. They're doing cotton in round rolls now. So instead of
okay,
using the normal module trucks to move them like they have been, we do it with the hay squeeze and the hay trailers.
okay.
So
What do you got behind you? Is that an end dump or a transfer right there?
that right there is it's a
Oh,
job a guy brought in. It's just a dump truck,
super
and he brought
tent.
it in
Yeah,
for us to paint the fender. Yeah,
yep,
paint the
yep.
fenders, and then I got the truck we built for David Smith, who was the plant manager at Peterbilt. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not very
Yeah,
good with this shit. You know that.
yeah. No, we can see
Probably not
it.
supposed to say that either.
Yeah, you
So it was a
can.
little 330 that we built for him as a retirement gift to himself.
Yeah.
So, but
Hopefully, a lot of folks. I know a lot of folks got to see that truck. You brought it out over to the Bobtail Apparel show, so we all got to get an up close view and check it out there. Um,
yeah, he's chomping at the bit to get it back to Texas, though.
well, when's that going to happen for him?
Probably about a week or two. He's got a lot of personal things going on. About it this week. About a few things left. I just
I'm gonna drop Jeff. He's still locked up. Um, oh, look at this. You know you're popular. Okay, everybody. Here's what happens. You know you're popular when you get spammed by Nessa Lim. Yeah. Nessa, I got news for you, honey. Ain't gonna happen. Bye-bye. Blocked, deleted, and that's the end of that. Happens all the time though, you know. I mean, it's flattering to know that we're spam worthy. Jeff looks like he might be back. Jeff, you back, buddy? No, he's not. So he's in a bad spot. Jeff, if you can hear me, man, um, find yourself a good location with a good signal, and we'll bring you back out. Cody, if you can, and you want to, maybe. And here's the thing: I know Cody told me he listens to the show uh, while he's rolling, so he could be rolling down the road right now and not available to send me his email. Dan, send me his email, and I'll send him an invite as well. Jeff's still locked up over there. Randy, what's going on, man? Good to have Randy Menkel in the queue and being a part of the show as always too. You know, you guys down in California, you got one thing going for you, man. The weather. it is something special down there. You get beautiful warm days all year long. I mean, it gets cold, but uh, you know, but that's where it kind of starts and stops. Hey, Randy, we're doing a thing called Random Guest on the show, and it's something just thought about doing here today before the show to try to put something together because we have both number A and B guests not available. So it's Random Guest tonight. If you want to be on the show, what I'm doing is sending invites. It doesn't guarantee that you'll get on, but you're gonna have to text me your email. I don't believe it, dude. I don't have Randy. I don't have your phone number, so we need to do that. And let's do this here. I'm gonna send my number to you, Randy. And hey, what happened? That's interesting. You know, used to be there used to be the ability to private message one another, and apparently that is no longer an option. Jeff, you're back. I haven't got you in the green room, so you're gonna have to click that link again and do the whole deal over. But you know what? My number's listed publicly anyway, so if I get crank calls, I'll know where it came from. All y'all. So, oh, right on, Rand. Okay, cool. Got it. Right on. Let's do that. Oh, let's see. All right, I'm gonna dial up Randy right now, and that way Randy will have my phone number, and I'll be able to get his email from him. So the idea being, and Randy, you don't have to pick up, but I'm gonna hang up right there. Nice. Just sitting here eating popcorn. I like it, man. That's what it's all about, Dan. Just sit back, relax, eat popcorn, drink beer, all the usual things. Dolores, nice. We'll be expecting a report on that, Dolores. How that call goes. That's good. Anyway, so random caller is gonna be back here in a minute. Jeff's back. I'm gonna bring Jeff back on. Jeff, you got it. They got it figured out there, bud. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, my daughter called, and apparently it cuts you off when you get a phone call.
It might, yeah, it might do that. It's overload on the phone. It certainly can be. So what's happening down there, man? Texas. We know you went to Texas. You were there for the Peterbilt show again, as always, and made a big splash. So tell us a little bit about that show, man. I've heard different things, but tell us your version.
Well, I've been going this way, and when I go this year, I was extremely late trying to finish this truck up and get it down there. But when I go, I generally try to go on some of the factory tours and show people things that the guy giving the tour may not show you, because that's just second nature to them. That's their home, so they may not point out all the things that guys like us that go in there having custom trucks just may not want to see. So I point out things, they rotate the frame because the truck's built up down, the way that it works, and it's all robotic, and just a lot of things that I've seen over the years. People may not notice their first time around because you got so much going on around you.
All right, we tried. Hey Jeff, if you can hear me, you went robotic again. So it's not happening with Jeff, but I did get a lot of that pieced together, and I had a question I was going to ask him too. But if you guys got that, yeah, Randy says, Jeff, I knew you was a robot. It's not good. It was robotic, but anyway, yeah, there's a different, perspective is everything. What you see, what I see, the guy that's been on the line working the line down there in Denton, what he sees, we all look and see different things, and that's what's unique about each of us. The perspective we all bring into the plan, to the game, to the show. I mean, all of it. The question, Jeff, was I don't know if I want. Well, I'll just ask him. Did you watch him paint any frames? And tell me what you think from there. I'm sure what I'm getting at. It's something that has definitely changed over the years, and it's something that. Anyway, yeah. Did you witness them painting any frames? Perspective is a unique process that we all go through, and I appreciate sharing in that experience with people and seeing or hearing about what they see, and them showing what they see versus what I'm seeing, and how it looks to me, because it definitely can be different, and that goes both ways. Um, Bringing the saying, bring a fresh set of eyes in on something. Well, there's a reason for that, because they're looking at something totally different than the way you have. Um, and you get to hear their opinion, thought, vision, what they saw. Just the quality of the paint, Jeff. What's going on there with that. I mean, it's a bit of a challenge. Yeah, Aaron's got the idea. Aaron, tell you what, man. Aaron, send me your email. You can post it up here, or you can email it to me, John at 104 Magazine, whatever you want to do. Um, and let's chat. Hey, something I wanted to touch on, because it's pretty cool. It's that time of year again, and what I mean by that is holidays are happening. Um, let's bring this up. I'm going to share this screen here and give you guys the view I'm looking at. So, our good buddy Jake Bast, friend of 104 Magazine, cover trucker, and just all around good guy. There's Jake's truck, at least the one he was driving the day that he brought this tree out to Kansas City, Kansas, and it is their Christmas tree. And apparently Jake's been doing this now for a while. He's the guy that gets to bring the Christmas tree out there from our state of Oregon. I love that I can say that. Um, there's some cool things that are still left out there in trucking, and it's nice when you can latch on to one of them and make it a part of your yearly routine, something that you look forward to doing. Definitely something there for Jake. Talk to him a little bit about it, and there it is. There's the setup. He brings that all the way out there to Kansas City every year for them, and gets them their Christmas tree. So uh, Jake obviously taking the call for the dispatch to head on out. I want to know where he's at, where he gets to have a cigar in the bar. So Jake, we're going to have to get together, and you're going to have to tell me that. But there's the tree. So they hoist that and the clippings, I guess, off of the tree, and then stand it up. I'm guessing that this setup, and we'll have to get Jake on the show to explain it. But you look at that tree, and right through here, it don't look so good. So I'm guessing they must cut that stuff off, drill it, and then put everything back together, because the way it looks, it can't be. In fact, there's a picture here. You guys will see. Like, yeah, look at that. Look at all that right there. So got to be able to hoist it up, strap it, and everything that they're doing. So they probably clean it off, and then all this stuff that's down on the ground, put it back in. All this. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. Um, but there it is, and I mean, look, it's pretty thin through here. So I'm assuming that must be the case. So anyway, nice looking ride there, Jake. It's not your usual ride, but certainly is a nice one, and I'm sure enjoyable to drive out there to make the delivery. Another one that came up earlier today, Kenworth, congratulations on providing this brand new T680 Signature Edition, and they're going to be delivering the Washington D.C. Capitol Christmas tree this year in that truck. So there's your latest aerodynamic ride that's going to be pulling a Christmas tree cross country, or I'm not sure where it's coming from. It says in here, spruce will be harvested in the Monongahela National Forest in November. So probably already got it, and it could be on its way. But congratulations, Kenworth. Always looking good and doing good things. So yeah, that time of year again, man. Things are shaping up. Kevin, I'm doing good, and Jake, yeah, Jeff, yeah, Jake in the bar. Imagine that. Never happened. And Jeff, you know what? Yeah, painting your frame the wrong color. It happens more than people probably realize. But yeah, I don't know, but I'm more talking about quality. It just seems like they're putting enough paint on it to say it got painted, get it out the door and down the road. And look, it's not a slam on Peterbilt. It just is what it is, man. I didn't paint the truck and have it come out like that. They did. So, if you don't want to have anybody notice that you have paint that looks that way, don't paint it that way. Um, you know, right, guys? I mean, that's kind of where it's at. So, and we all have a right to be deservedly critical. I mean, look, I'm a Peterbilt guy, man. See what that sign right there says? I am a Peterbilt guy. That's what I ran, and I love my trucks. But I'll tell you what, the frames on my trucks did not look anything like what I'm seeing now. In fact, the paint on my truck was unbelievably outstanding. It was just amazing to us how good of paint. My last truck I'm talking about, how good the quality of the paint was. No orange peel, everything laid flat, and it was metallic. It was black cherry and electric red. So yeah, man, it was outstanding. And paint, body paint. I can't really say anything to that right now. I guess that's good because if it was a problem, we'd be hearing about it. But that being said, uh, the frame's another story. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, there it is, Jeff. There it is. Robots, not humans, with too many variables on different chassis. Well, there you have it. Um, Aaron, that's not an unusual story. I had a friend that had to repaint his frame a year after getting his truck. Yeah, that's not unusual whatsoever. Uh, did I see that Annette and Roger or one or the other or both is in the show? If so, hey guys, glad to have you. Miss you, and hopefully we get to see each other soon somewhere. Um, where did that email go that I was looking for? There it is. So let's see. Let's do this real quick. You guys bear with me here. I'm going to do a quick invite to Aaron. And Aaron, where you at there, buddy? One of those. And I think we got it. Let's see. Oh, good. Yeah, another one of those addresses. All right, man. There you go, buddy. I'm sending that on out to you, and we see you in the queue. Then we're good to go. Yeah, it's random guest show, guys. If you there's Annette. Hi, Annette. Good to have you. Cue the Jeopardy music. Right. Da, 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 da. We'll do that next time. Actually, it's funny, Dan, you should say that because I actually have that kind of a feature. It doesn't. Let's see if there's something on here. Nope, that's probably not going to be it. But there we go. I think we're close. What do you guys think? I think we've got it. There's our Jeopardy music for when I go over to the keyboard and start hunting and pecking on there to try to get somebody in. Anyway, the features we have and the things we got, it's great. Back to the comments. I slowed down. Well, listen, it was supposed to be like a Jeopardy thing, So I mean, what are you going to do? You got to get, that's not as rhythmic as the Jeopardy music. That's for damn sure. But anyways, shoot, Aaron's dialed in. Whoa. All right, buddy. Look at you, man. All right, Aaron, what you got? Hey, what's going on?
Just hanging out in Waco, Texas.
You know what? You're wearing your hat. I've got your hat. I've worn it a bunch of times too. So
yeah,
you
pretty comfortable hat.
Yeah. Yeah, all
Yeah.
good. No, it's all good. You're in Waco, Texas. They call
Yeah.
that Waco or Wacko.
Yeah. Wacko for sure.
I mean, there's been some crazy
Yeah.
things that have gone on in that town. So, also the
Yeah.
home of Chip and uh, um, what's her name? Gaines. What's the Magnolia? Guy and his wife that build everything and
Oh.
remodel. And they've got
Oh,
their own
Chip
channel. They got their
Fuse.
own network now, huh?
Yeah.
No, you said
Yeah.
Chip Foose? No, 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 no. Help me out, Joanna.
No.
Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, Chip and go Joanna Gaines. Those two have a
Oh,
great
okay.
dynamic and a great show. They've done some absolute amazing remodels or house lifts over the years. I love watching their stuff. And I got to say, Joanna Gaines has an eye and a talent for what she does. This is coming from me, a general contractor, by trade many years ago, and the stuff that I used to do. I mean,
Yeah.
I appreciate her a lot. So, Aaron, you vapor locked on us there, bud. So I don't know if can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think it's just poor
Yeah,
service here.
you're unfortunately in a bad spot. But how long you down for? Are you signed out right now and getting some time in the cot back in the bunk?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't load again until Friday. I'm on some dedicated stuff this month for a customer, so
Oh my gosh! Well, it's Friday, so is there anything? So you need to go to the Magnolia to their restaurant while you're there, man.
hmm. Yeah, might
Yeah,
have to check that out. Yeah.
yeah, I think you do. I mean, it's all little that I know about Waco, Texas. Dan says hauling pallets for 10-4. Haha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, by the way,
No,
everybody
we're
can
actually doing we haul stuff for SpaceX, so we're running
okay.
from their facility out here to Fort Lauderdale or Cape Canaveral.
So a little Elon Musk going on there. That's cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
See if we can send it to the moon yet.
yeah, well, you need to get some pirate some 10-4 swag on that thing next time it goes outer space, and then we can get it back and we can sell it for twice as much, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
In case you guys don't
Yeah.
know, Aaron is a friend of 10-4 magazine, and Aaron also hauled our gear out for us to GBATs this year out there to Joplin. So appreciate you doing that, and everybody give
Yeah, it was a
Aaron
pleasure
a
to
round.
help you guys out with that. Yep.
Yeah, well, thank you for doing it. That was nice. We couldn't have done it without you, and hey, we'll be calling you next year.
Yeah, for sure. Looking
See what?
forward to it.
Good, good. We're looking forward to having it happen. So tell us what are you running in tonight, man? Is this your regular rig?
Yeah, this is a truck I've had. Got it new in 21. It's 579 Ultra Loft with a
Okay,
Easy Pete interior.
okay, nice.
So
You know what? And
it,
so, what year is it again?
it's a 21.
Okay, so you guys keep them for
Yeah.
like 5 years and then turn them in.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 years. We sell them after that. Run them about 600,000. So
And you're solo, right? You don't do teams.
yeah, solo driver.
10-4. Good, good.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, thanks for dropping in. Uh, Dan says she's a beaut. I'm thinking that he's
Yeah.
talking about your truck. He would know. So look forward to seeing you again soon. And oh, dang it, I wasn't done yet. But okay, hey, sorry about and Aaron, if you're listening still, buddy, I uh, have a great holiday season, man. There's stuff coming up, and thanks for dropping in. Yeah, stuff coming up next week. We're going to do our pre Thanksgiving Eve show, and Thanksgiving Eve, the actual Thanksgiving Eve, I'll be on the road traveling down to California. So We may see a little bit of a show from JT on the road, because I do have a hands-free feature in my car, and I can do that. And I'm a professional, so Randy, I want to get you on the show, buddy. So, Jamie, good to have you on the show again, as always. Jamie, great having you and being a supporter of the show and 10-4 magazine, and of course Cover Trucker as well. And same with Randy, part of that team that brought you some pretty cool rides over the years, and still doing so. Guys are still showing signs of mats and upcoming. It kind of was like a big explosion of it, and then all of a sudden it got quiet. So everybody, I think, got back to work, and everybody's in that back to work mode right now, or just resting until they get into the back to work mode. You know how it goes with you guys out there building trucks, right? It's a week before the show, and that's when it all comes together. So we'll see if anybody ever plans far enough ahead that they don't have to do that. But no, be no surprise if they don't, and it goes the way that it always does. Yeah, Aaron. Aaron's got a good point, man. I'll tell you something, and honestly, it brings up a great point. You know, Studio 10-4 Live is out at the shows, live streaming, and we used to have a couple of hiccups now and then with the service. Now it seems like it's always. So I think that whatever system that we have in play right now, it's overburdened. It can't handle everything that's going on out there, and what they've put in play is not working. So I mean, I'm going to try to take more steps to improve what I'm doing quality wise to get better signals and stable signals. Yeah, Dolores, I'm right there, man. I think she's right. And here's the weird thing about that 5G service is when I do get a 5G hookup, it does improve some things, but it's no guarantee that it's going to. It shows better speed, but not better bandwidth. And if you understand what that, so the speed's how fast you go through the tunnel. The bandwidth is how big the tunnel is. How much data, how much information can you get through the tunnel? So when we're out there trying to do what we're doing, we got a whole bunch of data going through, and speed is not necessarily the key. We need to be above a certain thing. I'm on fiber here, yeah, James. Jamie, I'm on fiber here. I'm talking about when I'm mobile and I'm out doing Studio 10-4 Live on the road at the shows, and I'm live streaming, and I'm using my little as Dan and Shan Mifi. I'm using my Mifi, and I'm generating a signal from that to try to broadcast from the show. Anyway, I'm going to upgrade to the next level Mifi, which is a 5G, and hopefully I can tap into that network, and that'll resolve some problems. The device, the other device I use, the encoder I use, has its own card in it with its own phone number, so it's supposed to really kick ass. And I'm disappointed that it doesn't do better than it could. Hey, speaking about the tech side of things, Dan the Man and I have been talking, and we might have a little project in the wings that we're working on. We've just put it kind of to our ears at this point, but we'd like to share the kind of the backside of what it takes to put the magazine together and actually get it out to you guys. Thought might be interesting and fun to do that. So look for that coming to you in the near future. Hopefully, we'll be able to get together and do that, and show you what it looks like at the printer and points beyond, and maybe do a little trip back into the past and in history and what it used to look like. It just so happens one of the many things that I've done over my lifetime is that I did work in a print shop. And that print shop, we printed a local newspaper, Carmel Valley Outlook was the name of it. And so I have a little background and knowledge on what it takes to put something together in print and on paper. And the magazine being full color, and certain kind of magazine stock, glossy stock. Dan will give you all that. He'll break it all down for you, what it all is. But we thought it'd be fun to share that uh, and bring it to you guys. So look for that somewhere uh, soon. Yeah, Aaron, it's kind of true, buddy. Aaron says, "What haven't I done?" You know what they say, man. Jack of all trades, master of none, or some. But yeah, it's no kidding. I honestly, I don't see anything wrong in that. I've done a lot of different things, and that probably has to do with the fact that you get bored. At least I do. And you find something else that you might want to get engaged in, and I've done a lot of different stuff. What I'm doing right now, never thought I'd be doing. Trust me. You're talking to the creative side brain guy, and I'm in front of spreadsheets all day right now, as we try to work through the year winding down and get things accomplished where I'm at there at Rogue Truck Body. But it's interesting to see that happen and be a part of that. Yeah, Jamie, it's driving truck, man. Uh, Honestly, probably one of the most fun jobs I have ever done. And yeah, it was a job. I mean, look, I made my living doing it, and so it was a job. But what's the saying? Find something you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. And I have to say, with trucking, I worked my butt off, but I feel like that I was definitely not working a day in my life. It was enjoyable, a lot of fun, met a lot of great people, experiences, and the thing that Jamie can relate to, and everybody else that's in here, man, the view changes every day, right? You got back when I was running, Nextel was a thing, a small lived thing, but it was a thing. Everybody thought they had to have this stupid Nextel phone, and I never understood what the draw was, but the guys we worked with all swore by it, and they wanted us all to have them. So we got the stupid things, and yeah, we all see where that went. Anybody see a Nextel around anywhere? I don't. Yeah, no more. But we did it. Yeah, exactly, Shannon. Exactly. But in the truck, you got the Nextel, you got the cell phone. Randy, the bag phone. Yeah, my first cell phone was a bag phone, and the bag phones back in those days, those were a full 3 watts of uh yeah, of danger. Jamie, thanks. Yeah. Uh Jamie says he agrees fully with that statement. Find something you love, and yeah, he hardly gets to drive a big truck anymore. Much, but he did today. So, you know, honestly, I mean, it's all about, either you enjoy what you do or you don't. If you don't, man, my heart's with you. I hope you can find something you do, because there's some good stuff out there. You need to figure out what that is, what you like to do, what you're good at. Put people in plans to succeed always. And I'm saying that because there's a lot of guys here that are company owners, and you know, uh, Jamie had a paper and a roll of quarters. I don't know, or pager and a roll of quarters. Yeah. Now I get it. I'm like, paper and a roll. I don't get it. Now I get it. Yeah. You're going back beyond my reference of time. Yeah. Pagers. I mean, hey, look, the timeline of communication. Think about it. Um, I mean, let's not get crazy. I'm just going to go from electronic, to where we're at now. But remember, a fax machine came out, and holy crap, did we think we were badass or what? Okay, we pretty much did. Pagers came out, and that was like, oh man, God, if you got a pager, you're either really cool making a lot of money, or you're a drug dealer and you're making a lot of money. Or your parents are making a lot of money and you got a pager and you shouldn't. But anyway, pagers, and then email came out, and we're like, whoa, this is pretty cool. You guys remember, and then of course in with that You had dial up, right? You had dial up, which was the beginning. The funny sounds in the beginning when you try to get online. Then we got DSL. Boy, did we think we were bitching when we got DSL. It was like, oh man, we're cooking with gas now. So DSL. Some of us couldn't get DSL and high speed that way because we were out in the sticks. Hello, that would have been me. I had Starband satellite internet. That was the only way to get high speed internet, which back then too was not really anything high speed. We thought it was, but it really wasn't. And then um, we went from DSL to cable internet and being provided with a real high speed connection, and of course now fiber optics. So the timeline of what we've gone through. Yeah, AOL dial up. Hey, Jamie, what about Earthlink, man? That was like the shit. What's Earthlink? You had Earthlink, man, and then of course, Yahoo. Uh, what a trippy company. I don't they're still around, but man, they're not like they were. I mean, you drive into the city in San Francisco and the Yahoo billboards, they own the skyline. Those are all owned by Apple now, but Yahoo was a big one, big player. Of course, Google came in and kicked their butt. So, yeah, Everett Ford said he's so old they had homing pigeons. Dolores, I wasn't going to go all the way back to 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 birds and livestock, man. But yeah, there was Pony Express too. So we we've had none of which we experienced, but yeah, our forefathers certainly, and smoke signals, right? And that, yeah, not on a windy day, but hey, um, thanks, Dan. It's part of it's Dan the man. Thank you. Um, Dirt is younger. The comments are great tonight. You guys are awesome, man. Anyway, listen, I went a lot further with this than I thought I was going to go. So yeah, I don't want to tie you guys up any longer than I have to. The main thing about today was to get you ready for next week and be tuning in. Tell your friends. Let's make it fun. We might pull a few random guests in next week. We've got some special guests lined up. I'm hoping everybody's going to be able to make it. We're certainly going to try to get Bert and Lisa Green, our current cover truck uh, couple, on next week. It just depends on if Bert's going to be able to get it done or not, and be in a place where he can tune in and make it happen. We have another special guest that we want to have on the show, who we have never had on the show yet and want to, and he's a long time friend personally of myself and Dan and Shan and everybody, and of 10-4. So, and a big influencer in the industry. So I hope we get him in here and as well. Plus, we're going to get all of our 10-4 team members, as many as we can, next week as well. Like I said, it's going to be our pre-Thanksgiving pre show. And we look forward to having you guys come in, be a part of it. And like I said, we'd love to have some opportunity for some random guests next week. Jamie, I want to see you here next week, okay, my friend, and let's see if we can't get you in there, and we won't use AOL dial-up either, I guarantee you. Till then, guys, though, take it easy, stay safe out there. Have a great weekend, whatever you're doing. Stay warm, get a fire going. It's that time of year again. Fire it up and stay warm by the fire. Mine's upstairs going right now, and keeping the upstairs warm. And Randy, same thing. I want to hear from you next week too, buddy. Send me your now I got your phone number. You need to send me your email, and that way I can put an actual address with you, and we can be connected. So you guys take care. Keep the shiny side up. As always, JT here in the studio, 10-4 Live, saying see you next week, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.